The term alpha male evokes images of power, dominance, and leadership. It conjures up visions of men who are assertive, commanding, and often physically imposing. These men are seen as natural leaders, the ones who take charge in any situation and are looked up to by others. Popularized in the late 20th century, the concept of the alpha male quickly permeated societal views on masculinity. Media and pop culture played significant roles in spreading this idea, showcasing men who embodied these traits as the ideal. This idea, often linked to the animal kingdom, suggests a hierarchy where the strongest, most aggressive male leads the pack. The alpha male is seen as the protector and provider, ensuring the survival and success of the group. The concept gained traction through observations of captive wolf packs. Scientists noted that certain wolves appeared to dominate others, leading to the belief that similar dynamics existed in human societies. These studies, however, were later found to be flawed, painting an incomplete picture of social dynamics. Subsequent research revealed that wolf packs in the wild operate differently, with more cooperative and familial structures. Nevertheless, the idea of the alpha male took root, influencing perceptions of what it means to be a man. It became a cultural archetype, shaping expectations and behaviors in various aspects of life, from the boardroom to the playing field. This concept suggests that men should be assertive, unemotional, and physically imposing to attract mates and succeed in life. It promotes a vision of masculinity that values strength and dominance above all else. It promotes a narrow definition of masculinity, leaving little room for emotional intelligence, empathy, or vulnerability. This limited view can be restrictive, preventing men from expressing their full range of human emotions and forming deeper, more meaningful connections with others. The foundation of the alpha male concept, particularly its application to humans, is shaky at best. This idea has been popularized in various media and self-help books, often without a solid basis in scientific research. The term alpha conjures images of dominance and control, but the reality is far more nuanced. Early studies of captive wolves, often cited as evidence for the alpha male, observed animals in unnatural and stressful environments. These wolves were not in their natural habitat, leading to behaviors that were not representative of their true nature. The stress of captivity can significantly alter an animal's behavior, making it more aggressive and competitive. These conditions led to heightened aggression and competition, creating a distorted view of their natural behavior. In such confined spaces, wolves are forced into unnatural social structures, which can lead to increased conflict and the appearance of a strict hierarchy. Further research on wild wolf packs revealed a different story. Observations of wolves in their natural habitats showed that their social structures are more fluid and cooperative. The dynamics within a wild wolf pack are complex and cannot be easily categorized into simple hierarchies. Wolves, it turns out, operate more like families than rigid hierarchies. The pack is usually composed of the parent wolves and their offspring working together to survive. This family unit is essential for the pack's success, with each member playing a crucial role. The alpha male and female are usually the parents, guiding and protecting their offspring. They lead not through dominance, but through experience and care. Their role is more about nurturing and teaching the younger wolves rather than exerting control through aggression. Dominance displays, while present, are not the defining characteristic of leadership. Instead, leadership in wolf packs is often about maintaining harmony and ensuring the well-being of all members. Social bonds and mutual respect are key components of their interactions. Cooperation, communication, and shared responsibility are equally important for pack survival. Wolves rely on each other for hunting, raising pups, and defending their territory. This cooperative behavior is crucial for their success in the wild. These findings challenge the simplistic notion of the alpha male as the sole leader, highlighting the complexity of social dynamics even in the animal kingdom. Understanding the true nature of wolf packs can provide valuable insights into social structures and leadership, both in animals and potentially in humans. While we share some evolutionary history with wolves, human social structures are far more intricate. Applying animal behavior models directly to humans is an oversimplification that ignores the nuances of our cultural and societal influences. Human interaction thrives on complex communication, emotional intelligence, and cooperation. Our success as a species hinges on our ability to build relationships, empathize, and work together towards common goals. Reducing masculinity to a simplistic hierarchy of dominance ignores the vast spectrum of human behavior and potential. It limits men and women by imposing rigid roles and expectations that do not reflect the reality of human interaction. The alpha male myth feeds into toxic masculinity, a set of harmful norms that equate being a man with aggression, stoicism, and the pursuit of power. It promotes a narrow and damaging definition of what it means to be a real man. This rigid framework can lead to harmful behaviors, including violence, aggression, and a reluctance to seek help for emotional struggles. Toxic masculinity discourages men from expressing vulnerability or seeking emotional support, ultimately hindering their well-being and damaging relationships. The pressure to conform to this unrealistic ideal can have devastating consequences, contributing to mental health issues, substance abuse, and violence against women. The constant pressure to embody the alpha male archetype can be incredibly damaging to men's mental and emotional health. This relentless pursuit of dominance and control can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and depression. Men who don't fit the narrow mold of the alpha male may feel like failures, leading to low self-esteem and social isolation. The fear of not measuring up can manifest in unhealthy coping mechanisms such as aggression, substance abuse, or risky sexual behavior. This pressure also negatively impacts relationships, fostering an environment of competition and control rather than partnership and mutual respect. The dangers of the alpha male myth are perhaps most evident in the rise of the incel community. This group, which stands for involuntary celibates, has grown significantly in recent years, largely due to the proliferation of online forums that foster and amplify their toxic beliefs. Incels harbor deep resentment towards women and often glorify violence against those they perceive as responsible for their perceived lack of romantic success. They believe that society is structured in a way that unfairly favors certain types of men, leaving them marginalized and without the romantic relationships they feel entitled to. They latch onto a distorted interpretation of the alpha male, believing that women are biologically programmed to only desire dominant, aggressive men. This belief is not only scientifically unfounded, but also incredibly damaging, as it perpetuates a cycle of anger and frustration. This warped worldview fuels misogyny and a sense of entitlement to female attention and affection. It creates an environment where respect and mutual understanding are replaced by hostility and resentment. The incel phenomenon highlights the urgent need to dismantle harmful stereotypes and promote healthy, respectful relationships between genders. By addressing these issues head-on, we can work towards a society where everyone feels valued and respected, regardless of their gender or relationship status. It's crucial to challenge the outdated and harmful narrative of the alpha male. We must redefine what it means to be a man in the 21st century, embracing a wider range of qualities beyond physical dominance and aggression. This involves promoting positive masculinity, which values empathy, compassion, vulnerability, and emotional intelligence. Men should feel empowered to express themselves authentically without fear of judgment or ridicule. By encouraging open communication and challenging traditional gender roles, we can create a more equitable and fulfilling society for everyone. True strength lies not in conforming to a rigid stereotype, but in embracing our individuality and celebrating the diversity of human experience. Every person, regardless of gender, has unique strengths and qualities to contribute. Focusing on personal growth, empathy, and building meaningful connections should be valued over outdated notions of dominance and control. We must encourage young people to define their own versions of success and fulfillment, free from the constraints of outdated gender norms. By fostering a culture of respect, understanding, and equality, we can create a more just and harmonious world. Moving beyond the myth of the alpha male is essential for building a healthier and more equitable future. It requires a collective effort to challenge harmful stereotypes, promote positive masculinity, and foster respectful relationships between genders. This involves open dialogues about gender roles, consent, and healthy relationships starting from a young age. We must equip future generations with the tools and knowledge to navigate relationships with empathy, respect, and understanding. By dismantling the alpha male myth and its toxic offspring, we can create a world where everyone feels empowered to embrace their authentic selves and reach their full potential.